All right. What's going on? I can't do it. People are watching me behind the scenes. It's me, sloppy. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, as you can see in the title, me and Zexyo are going to interview what's up, Soviet? Hooman or J-Bull or a lot of different names. He has different names. J-Bull is what we know him as. Hooman is what other people know him as. So, we got some questions to ask. Further, I know other people question them, but I got a couple of questions myself that I wanna ask, and he was up for us to talking to him, so uh, we're gonna ask him a couple questions. Zexio's behind backstage, J Bull's backstage. We're gonna have a conversation with them about Didi. The diddler, I guess you could say, or the CP share. He has so many names now that it is crazy. But we want to hear from the best friend, because they were best friends. They would talk a lot from what I. So without further ado, keep it make it quick. I'm gonna add them in. I'm gonna add Chupapi, and I'm gonna add J-Bo in. And so
Yellow.
so
Yellow.
so the bottom guy, as you can see, is J Bull. Um, he has been, harassed by Didi for the past what year now, J Bull?
I say, yeah, yeah.
Like a
I
year.
say about, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go back in time, right? We're gonna go back in time on where you met Didi. How did you meet him? Hello, J Bull.
Yellow.
Hello, la J Bull. Can you hear us? Uh oh. His internet's not doing so well. You can't hear him. Can you hear him? I can't hear him. Oh, okay, there he is. Wait.
Hello?
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so I met him on PlayStation 3. I was just causing havoc on Grand Theft Auto, minding my own business, and I had ran into him on Grand Theft Auto Online. So at first, I didn't mess with him, but then he got pissed off and he came after me. I didn't say nothing about it at first, but then that's when I started fighting him after a couple hours of fight. Then his parents get involved. First, I get yelled at by his parents. Then that was it. A few weeks later, I get a friend request on PlayStation saying that he wanted to talk to me. I said, okay. So talk to him. You know, we apologize, all that stuff. But
Hmm.
then as the year progressed, we became better friends. Um, I say around 2015, the time that I had started my treatment, like that's when he seriously changed. Like he wasn't the same person. Shut up. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Keep going.
Like as like then like the first time he had a YouTube channel,
Hmm.
then his YouTube channel got shut down because of the same reason.
What reason?
That child pornography.
Oh, say CP. Don't say the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah, CP.
Um. Okay. Question. Did he send you those images?
No, I was weaponized to send those images.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, like you know how somebody starts being manipulative towards another person,
Hmm.
making them do the other person's dirty work.
Right.
That, yeah, that's when all that started happening.
So what did Didi make you do?
Um, send send the one picture that you guys are well aware of. That was one of them.
So he sent you the image and told you to send it to who?
Um, you know that 15-year-old who doesn't does not want anything to do with Dee Dee.
And there's a lot of them that don't want to. So you gotta be more specific because there's a lot of kids nowadays that don't want to be around him. So you gotta be a little bit more specific on which guy.
Um, I think it was Axel Ghost or
Oh, Axel Ghost.
yeah.
Did you know Axel Ghost?
I met him through DD. Then he ran me over the train like DD did.
Or
So
he
yeah, I cut my ties out with him.
like, how long ago was this?
Uh, it was during the time I was friends with him, friends with
Like
DD.
2022, 2023.
Yeah, 2022.
Mm, where you guys just talk normal?
Yeah, we normally talked. That's about it.
Oh, okay. What did Didi ever send you any explicit images of like other people, like the CP that he made you sent to Axel?
Mm,
Did you ever
no.
receive? Do you remember some guy named Mir?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Did Didi ever send you anything of his?
No. Okay. So what ended up happening was with that. That. Okay. So I guess from my understanding, Mir had told Didi that there was this one particular miner asking Mir for CP, and then that's when I got dragged into it, and then he said to have me ask Mir for 1 second. Excuse me, I'm being called. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. What do you think, Zexio?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm hearing about Didi. It's crazy.
Right. So from what we're hearing right now is Didi dragged him into this situation. Didi asked him to ask Mir for images from what he's saying.
Yeah,
Um, that's pretty interesting.
it is.
Um, a lot of stuff going on. We still have more questions, but we're barely in the beginning of the questioning. But it's already interesting, like how Didi, quote unquote, used J
I'm
Bull.
back.
Okay, all right. So
Okay, okay. So as I was saying, that's when all that occurred, and then after what supposedly Mir stating that there was a child after him.
Wait, a
asking him
child?
for, yes, that's what I, that's from my understanding
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
is that this child has been begging Muir for CP, and Muir refused. Then that's when all that changed, and they made me do the dirty work. And I'm not proud of it. I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't express how I felt after it was already done,
Mm-hmm.
because then that's when Mir came after me saying that I groomed him, when really the two people need to be looked at is him and that child that was after him. And
Mm-hmm.
Mir never mentioned anything about this to you all, from my understanding, because I remember this clear as day. That's
Mm-hmm.
what was going on.
Hmm.
When you say dirty work, what does that mean? Like, what did you do that is considered dirty work? Like, what did you send, or what did you receive, or what would you categorize dirty work
Yeah.
as?
Okay, so what ended up happening was, then that's when I asked for his picture and sent it to this one kid that was after the child.
Guardian
Mm-hmm.
of the Wolves.
Huh?
Guardian of the Wolves.
Yes.
But is that
So,
Guardian of the Wolves is not a child, right? Or is he an adult, Zexyo, or who?
Um, the Guardian of the Wolves was around 17 years old when Dee Dee started attacking him. Dee Dee had pictures of this 17-year-old,
Mm,
naked pictures.
of Guardian of
And
the Wolves?
yeah, he had yeah, Dee Dee had pictures of this Guardian of the Wolf guy, but basically Dee Dee used Mia to expose this Guardians of the Wolf by
Mm-hmm.
sending
yes, yes,
pictures of Mia.
yes, correct. Correct. Exactly.
Right, right. So who sent you all these images? Did Didi sent you these images, or who told you to do this?
It was Didi. He was the one. He was the one that orchestrated all this and kept a hush mouth about it.
Did he
Because,
see those images?
yes, yes, he did. He even saved them at one point, but at a later point, he deleted it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've got a
Jesus.
question though.
Ask away.
Okay, so what about the PlayStation 4?
I gave it to him out of generosity, because he wouldn't stop whining about the PlayStation 4. Like, he kept on complaining about how I have one and how he's just stuck with the PS3. So I bought myself a new one, and I gave him my old one. And later down, 3 or 4 days of usage of the system, he broke it. He broke it.
Well, that's not very nice of him.
No. And like, you know, I I spend 60, $70 sending him the system, and for him to just break it like that, it's just it's just upsetting to me, but I I really try not to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So so did he ever send you the images of Soul Reaper, the kid that he was making streams of?
Um,
in a group chat or in a DM or anywhere
that
where?
was on his uh group chat from his end. Rev had I believe Rev had showed it to me once, and I was on uh, like yeah, that was pretty much on DD.
So you saw the unedited one.
No, um I saw the blurred out one, not the unedited
Mhm.
one.
You saw the blur. No, not the one that Rev sent you, but the one that Didi sent on his group chat.
No, I never saw
No.
that one. All I
So you
saw
just,
was the blurred out one.
but you
I've
just
got
said.
another question.
Go ahead, Zexio.
Thank you. So you know how you said Mia sent you images, and you weren't grooming Mia.
Yes?
Um, could you explain why you sent Mia pictures of your penis?
Okay. Uh, wait. Mir said I sent him a picture of my penis?
Yeah.
Okay. So, that was on. Again, I didn't wanna, like, on a real basis, like, I'm just gonna flat say it out loud that it was during those times that the whole thing with this one kid was taking place. You remember what I had mentioned, right?
Yeah, that you guys had Mia send pictures of himself so you could send it to
Yes, then
Guardians
that's
of the
one.
Wolf.
Yes, that's when they had asked me to send one of my own, so they can use it for Guardians of the Wolf.
So
Who did that? Didi.
okay.
Yes, Dee Dee told me to send it to Mir.
Damn Didi. Go ahead, Zexio. I thought you were gonna say something.
Uh, yeah, I'll just okay. So I know you don't like to talk about this. The past is the past, and whatever.
Mhm.
Could you talk about a bit about what happened in 2015 when you were incarcerated?
Okay, so I was taken to county jail, processed. Once they had sent me off to a state hospital for rehabilitation for 90 days. After 90 days, they had said that I did well, everything checked out. They sent me back to the county, and after being in the county for at least, I say, maybe a month or two, that's when I went before the judge, and the judge said that I was on good behavior, so he just cut my serve time off to 8 years, and that's when everything got signed off and I was released to a rehabilitation program where they could work on me to have a better set of mind than whatever happened in my past.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't mind me asking, what were you accused of?
Uh, well, I'm sure you already know it, so that was the reason why it
And was it true?
it was. I was not proud of it, but then after the treatment had started taking place, then I started having a clear mindset on what's better for my health and what's not good for my health. So I
So
just
as
mm,
we're talking about Didi, could we also talk about you too?
like, what do you mean?
Like stuff you're accused of, including stuff Didi's accused of. You know?
I guess what he's trying to say is we got to be transparent that about this whole situation.
Yeah.
Okay, because like after like like my lawyer came check all my devices and they said that there was no sign of porn on my PC. Like all my devices were clean.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well,
So
that's good to hear.
as as far as I'm concerned, like Didi's the one with the stash of CP.
Mm. Yeah. Well, so how many pictures has he did he ever sent you throughout your friendship?
Uh, just that one time with the mirror, him and me. Like that was it.
So
That
you
was the one.
seen so the mirror was not blurred out. Mirror's images were unblurred.
Uh, like everything I said was blurred out. I haven't seen the non-blurred one. So that's what I'm saying. Like I've seen the blurred out one, but not the unedited one. I haven't seen those.
What's up, mirror?
Yeah, but what I think Sloppy is trying to say is, did you see Mia's uncensored images since Mia sent you them?
And I have.
Mm.
Yeah.
And Didi was the one that sent you these, or Didi saw these too.
No, Didi saw these too. Like Didi's more just guilty than anyone else. Like shit. Like I'm not proud of what happened years ago. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. And I wish I could say it in a way for people to understand that they didn't deserve to go through all this. They didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just devastating.
Right, right. So my question is, how many images did you send to people? How many times did Didi ask you to send your images to other people?
Uh that was it only once.
Only once.
Yes.
So to this Guardian of the Wolves, which is another minor, from what I heard here, he was what 17, Zexyo, right? Was the minor 17, the Guardian of the Wolves, right? That's his name.
Yeah, I've got him
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I can
Uh,
see if he can come on too if you want.
okay. Yeah, that'll be good. Kind of get the whole story. We want to make sure that everything's you know said
Yeah.
and explained. J Bull has been man enough to come in and explain himself. Yeah. So yeah, Mir says he was a minor. So did Guardian of the Wolves send any images back to you, J Bull, or to Mir or to Didi?
No, 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 no. Like I never got any images from Guardian of the Wolf, but Didi tried to get me in the situation of the Guardian of the Wolf. He tried to get me to help him with that, but I said no. I didn't want to,
Mm-hmm.
and he kept on bringing it every day, like as it's like like he's the trying to be an like internet police.
Hmm. By any chance, do you have those messages with him?
Uh no, I don't. After I lost my Discord twice,
Hmm.
like I lost access of them.
Man, that would have been something to see.
I
But
mean, I mean, I, I apologize, but you know, I have disabilities. I'm bipolar. I got
mhm.
anxiety. I have ADHD. I have insomnia. I have
Insomnia.
autism. And all these disabilities that I have, they're mild. They're very mild. Anytime I get pissed off or get upset, these can get triggered at any time. And what Didi is doing to me is not good because, like, every night, like, I can't sleep. I cannot sleep because it makes me think that the cops are going to show up to my house because
Hmm.
of Didi.
Okay. So you never asked Mir for anything after Didi after
No,
Didi told you? No.
no,
All
no, I
right.
never did because then that's when, look, I'm not, I'm not proud of this. Sincerely, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick to my own stomach thinking about these that had happened in the past. I didn't want to ruin people's life. I didn't. This is all on Didi. This is all on him.
Man.
Cause,
Yeah, but
cause
the thing you accused of in real life, that isn't on him though, is it? Or is it?
it is. Yes,
So did
yes, it
Didi
is.
so did Didi make you rub a little boy's feet on your genitalia?
Yes, it did.
Could
Like
you
that's
please
how.
tell us how?
Like, that's how all this started. That's how all my situation started.
Wait,
Was because of
wait.
Didi.
So did you know Didi before you got arrested or after you got arrested?
Before?
No, before.
Oh, so and how did Didi tell you to go do that? Uh, Is there a conversation that he said to do that, or how is it that it was him? That's kind of interesting to know.
Well, let's just say people have their ways of doing mind games to another individual. That's what he did.
Yeah. So this is interesting. It's a conversation. I've never had a conversation with a guy that got convicted. Well, I get. Well, did you get convicted, or
No,
or
no,
what
no,
was?
no, no. I never got convicted. Like
Did you plead
after.
guilty or did you plead no contest? What was your plea?
Okay, so there was no plea. The judge had said that since I've been on good behavior term eight 8 months, he
Hmm.
decided to cut it short and let me off with the 8 months. So
Man.
he signed the paper. I get released, and that's when all the all the things start with me recovering my normal routine. As
Hmm.
I as I said, I I have a bigger picture that's in my mindset. Like I don't care like whatever happened in the past, let that be a lesson learned. Don't do it again. You'll be all right.
Hmm.
But
Right, right.
but on the other hand, I have a family.
Yeah.
I straight up I have a family. I gotta keep the house clean. I gotta make food for them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like I gotta take care of my dog.
Talking
Damn.
about family, may I ask you a question?
Ask away.
Thank you. There is an old live stream with you and Didi in where you said you were going to kidnap, torture, and rape children.
Grape, grape.
Oh, grape.
No, no.
Sorry.
Okay, so n- okay, so I just want to clear up on that because the individual that had said that, like, it made me angry, and I said, "How would you like it if somebody did that to you?" Like I'm trying to forward the message back to him of what he had said because, like, what he had said, like, it didn't sound right at all. And I'm trying not to be a violent person, but I'm also trying to get a person to relate on what they're saying in before they actually, say it.
Right.
Okay.
But all
So,
that, oh, go ahead.
so, do you know someone named Viking Wolf? Does that like ring a bell? Like, do you remember any person named like that?
Like, um, was this on Discord or
I'm not too sure. I just know that that name came up when Didi and them were talking about something. So I just wanted to mention to see um, who this Viking Wolf person was.
not to my knowledge?
Not to your
I don't know
knowledge.
much about. No, I don't know much about what. I don't know much about Vikings. Like that's the first time I actually hear his name.
Uh-huh. Okay. We'll move on from that for now. We might bring that back up later on. But for now, you say you don't remember, or to your knowledge, you don't remember who this Viking wolf was.
No, but I do. Okay, to be fairly honest with you, the only person that I know mentioned his name 24/7 was Didi. Didi
Hmm.
was the only one that mentioned his name 24/7.
Oh, so you do know this Viking guy wolf is.
Not all the way, not all the way through. I don't, but I do know that Didi has been mentioning his name like crazy.
Who was Viking wolf that Didi will mention him a lot?
Like I said, I don't know much about Viking Wolf. All I know is that his name was being brought up a lot by Didi himself.
Hmm.
So, I have no knowledge of who this person really is.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll bring him back up later on, and
Okay,
so you guys. But for now, we'll say you don't know who he is, but we'll bring that conversation up a little bit later. We know right
okay,
now we're talking about Didi and what he made you do. So,
okay.
so what else do you? What else did Didi manipulate you in doing? What else?
Um, he claims that I blackmailed him, which I never did because he's been the only individual in the blackmailing game and wanting to manipulate others to do his work for him.
Hmm.
So, other than that, like, Didi is just not a very honest person. Like, wanting to use people for his own purposes and
Right.
thinking that doing that is gonna get him somewhere, but really it isn't.
Hmm. So, did he ever put you in groups where there were minors in there, knowing that you were arrested for doing stuff with minors? Did he ever add you into servers or groups or group chats with other minors?
Oh, absolutely, multiple time on Discord and Instagram, but I never said anything within those groups. Like I just ignored it because I felt like that's just a red flag for me. So
Hmm.
I I avoided all of that.
You didn't talk to anybody, sexually or nothing like that.
No,
Never. Okay.
no.
All right. Well, that's good to know. You know, but Didi putting you in a situation where there's minors and him knowing, I'm sure he knew that
He
you.
did. That he did. Yes, he did. Because I can clearly say off the bat that Didi is the most manipulative individual I have ever met. And I regret that I ever met him because I would have done way better not meeting this individual.
Hmm, I'm sure he's gonna watch this, and I'm sure he's gonna say you're
And I,
lying.
wa- and I want him to because I have a little message for him. Gennaro Jackson, I ever catch you mentioning my name again, there's gonna be hell to pay. Because I'm not the bad person. You're the motherfucking bad person. So get that straight. Stay the fuck away from me, forget my name, forget I ever existed. You're dead to me. So is your family. Stop getting your family to harass me with your little bullshit. Cause
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck. I don't.
Man, you have all this pent up anger towards him.
I do because he's trying to put me back in jail. He's trying to put me back in jail.
Mm, he said
That's
that,
what
or
he's
the
trying
mom?
to do.
Man, do you have any questions, Zexyo?
Um, not particularly at the moment.
Okay. All right. So you've been friends with them for, well, were friends with them for what, 8 years, 9 years?
Yes.
Did
Till,
he
uh, through 2024.
2024? And that's when he called you and said he didn't want to be your friend no more?
Yes, and I like to state the fact that this isn't the first time that he had done this. He had done this three other times within those past years.
So did you guys talk often? Do you guys
Uh, we
like,
used we used to talk on phone for hours, maybe on Skype or Discord. Other than that, like it's pretty much it.
but so you can continuously talk to him all the time. So it wasn't just like a once every 2 months you'll say what's up. It was almost every day.
Yes, like
What
like during those a day, like we used to game with each other, like
mm,
hardcore gaming. Uh, th-
did he
that
ever send
also
you
changed.
any like furry corn? Like any
Er,
pornographic images?
Furries?
Furries, pictures, anything sexual.
No, other
No.
than the fact of him becoming a furry.
No, well that's not important. That's yeah, furries are a little odd, but they, to each their own.
Right.
But so the only pictures you gotten, I guess you could consider it CP because the person was a kid, was from Mir and no one else, or it was or and Soul Reaper. The well, how old was he, Zexio, when that happened? Like 14, 15?
Yeah, about I think he's about 16.
He was 16. So those are the only images Didi shared with you.
Yes.
Man, damn Didi. Sharing CP to someone and the thing is that he knew he will, you were convicted, not convicted, but you were, I guess you were
Hey,
arrested.
I'm not, and honestly, I'm not a sex offender because I'm not on the registry list.
Yeah, sadly, but um, but So after you got arrested, you never had conversations with minors that were, I guess,
No,
considered sexual
n-
or
no,
inappropriate.
no, I distance myself from every kid I see. Like
Mm,
even the time when I go to a grocery store, like I distance myself, or I just pull out my phone and just you know watch a few YouTube videos. Try to distract myself on you know being away from the red flag.
right. So my question, when you say that now, is it because you still have those temptations that you have to kind of distract yourself from looking around and you see children, or what? What? Explain that to me, please.
N- Uh, it's not about the temptation. It's just something my therapy had told me to do is just pull out your phone, like look at your phone screen for a couple minutes, try to get a laugh out of a funny video,
Mm-hmm.
you know. That's like mainly I've been sticking to my therapies, um, what you call it, their advice,
Mm-hmm.
and that has been working phenomenally. Like I'm really happy with that.
Right. Well, that's interesting. What else would you explain about Dee Dee before we start asking you more, I guess, more questions about yourself?
Uh, I mean, I don't have anything else to say about Didi other than that this man don't deserve to be on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
He's targeting all sorts of individuals that have physical, heavy proof on him, and the fact that his auntie saying that there ain't no proving how she claims that Gennaro is autistic he he is not, because I can say that for a fact that he is not. I'm the most severe autistic person here. My autistic level are like mild, and I'm on medication morning, midday, and night. I take my
Mm-hmm.
morning like every day.
All right. So is
Yeah.
that all you've got to say about Didi?
Yes.
Okay. Um. So should we talk about you now?
Ask away.
Okay. So there's this one screenshot I want to show you, if that's okay.
Yeah, man.
Just- I'm just gonna share my screen real quick.
All right. Let me know when you post it. So, which one is it? So I can know.
You see it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. You let's go back to this Viking wolf, right?
Okay.
Let's go back and talk about this guy. You say that you didn't know who he was, that all these things, right?
Mhm.
All right. So I'm gonna show you something, and the person, from what they send me the image, they say it's you, and the other person is the minor, and you're asking the minor to do something.
Mm.
So, are you deleted user? So, I don't know, with your quietness, I'm gonna read out what it says.
No,
So
no,
delete.
no, no. Like I'm reading it. Like
Oh,
I'm
you're reading
reading
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me let me see. It'll be a little bit better this way. No, there you go. A little bit better, so people could read it. So let me know when you're finished reading the screenshot. What's up, Bill Berry?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, 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 no. I said hello to Bill Berry.
Oh,
So let me know when you're finished reading the message.
Would you like me to read it out for you?
no, no,
A little
um,
bit.
no, I'm done. So
You know.
ask away.
Okay, so you claimed that you didn't know who Viking Wolf, I think is what his name was, but right here you're asking Mir, which was he was what 14, Zexyo.
Something
Uh,
like that. Probably younger.
let me see where is it at. Not that one. All right, probably younger. Asking him, he was 13. Man, oof. I asked you before. I was like, did you ever, after you got arrested, did you ever sexualize or have sexual conversations with kids, right? And you said never, that you are better, that you didn't
Uh,
don't do that
they,
stuff anymore.
uh, like I thought you were asking about today,
No.
like right now.
Oh,
I didn't know you were asking about the past. My apologies for misinterpreting that, but
so let me
y-
read a little bit of what it says so people could. I don't know if people could really read it. So I'm going to read what it says just so the people watching know exactly what's going on. So it goes, okay, do you masturbate? Question mark. And then Mir goes, yeah, sometimes. Do you? He's like, yeah, I need a footage of you, you know, mastercating in case Viking starts being a nutcase and not being cooperative.
okay. So I can actually clear that up as well. That was the individual that was after Mir. So the whole thing the with the whole Didi Mir thing, that was all linked to this because apparently the person that had started this complaint was Mir. Mir had complained
Yeah.
saying that this one individual was after him and they didn't want to stop.
Right.
Oh,
So
so basically, you needed Mia to send videos of himself doing some weird stuff to send to his stalker, harasser.
yes, correct.
Okay, so he sent you videos of him masturbating, right? So you could send that to his harasser.
Yes.
Okay, but why did the harasser need videos of Mia doing that?
I don't know. The individual never fully clarified anything. He just kept saying that, oh, like he wants uh you know there was even Didi was involved at the time and this all was you know how I say like this is all trying to get this stalker that was on Mir to go away.
Oh, so okay, so um, with with the whole needing Mia to send videos of himself, stuff like that. What was the purpose of you sending images of yourself to Mia?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, what was the purpose of you sending images of yourself, your penis, to Mia, who was 13 years old?
As I said before, like Like everything that was sent to Mir was sent to the Guardian of the Wolf. Like everything around those time that was sent to Guardian of the Wolf.
So when Mia like sent you videos of himself and photos, you sent that to Guardians of the Wolf.
And Black and Wolf, yes.
Yeah. So you were in possession of child porn and then you distributed it.
Yes, because all this was on Dee Dee. Dee Dee had all this figured out. I didn't want to be a part of this, but again, as I said before,
Okay.
Well, you
Dee Dee,
kind of were by, from what the messages seem. It seems like you were doing this out of your own volition because it doesn't
no,
on this message. It doesn't say, "Hey, Didi asked me to ask you to do this," or "Didi asked me to do, tell you to do that."
no,
From what
that,
I
no, no, that's the thing. Dee Dee wanted to make it sound like it was on my volition when it wasn't. It
Hmm.
was on his volition.
So before you asked Mir, Didi asked you to ask him, or how
Dee Dee
because
asked me
from
to ask him. Dee Dee asked
yeah.
me to ask him. I didn't want to do it at first. I was hesitant. But then Didi kept up pressuring me to a point where, like, I just got broken afterwards.
Hmm.
Then later down the line, like, I physically regretted not blocking Didi afterward because, like, the red flag just, like, made me have a vision of what's the real repercussion of
Hmm.
my action, and my action isn't something to be proud of, but like this is all on Didi. Technically, I was being used as a weapon to do all of Didi's dirty work.
Hmm.
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting. Already, did you mark it more? Okay. So, we were talking to you about Axel Ghost, right? And you said you kind of knew him, but you didn't know him. Um,
hmm
what was your friendship with him?
Uh, um, it was like somewhere, mm, like medium. I'd
Medium.
say, yeah, like he's gay. He
Mm-hmm.
told me that himself. That he likes having sex with his boyfriend. That's about it.
Oh
And
yeah.
other than that, like we did a few. Uh, I can't think of the word that I want to describe it as. Uh, it's like we were a little good friends, but then until the whole thing of
Mm-hmm.
the intimidancy part like was a little small, you know.
So you never really had conversation with them sexually, mainly just normal conversations about Need for Speed or something or a game.
Yes, that
Yeah.
and normally about how his boyfriend and him be having sex, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. How old was Axel Ghost when you were talking to him?
Uh,
Like 15, 16, around that age?
I believe he was, I believe he was an adult, or Like, I'm not sure about his age. I never asked his age, but from my understanding, I believed he was a adult. But I
Mm.
could be wrong.
Why'd you take it off, Zexyo? uh,
Okay, sorry, I'll put it back on.
okay. So my main concern, because from what I heard, you knew his age because he told you his age. He told you he was a minor, and you were talking to him, right? What my I'm gonna show you an image, right? Don't get
Mm,
alarmed. Don't get scared. It's not,
I'm not.
is this appropriate for you for a person that has been arrested for doing stuff to minors? It will be the right thing to send to a minor. I'm gonna play it right now. It's uncensored, but did you send this to Axel Rose or Axel Rose? Right, Axel Rose.
Axel Ghost.
Axel Rose. My bad. Was this message sent to him while he was still a minor? Or you could take it off,
That
Lexi.
no. Okay, so that yes, I did. Like during those time, I've said the intimidancy part. Like that was one of them, but later on, like I've and I- and I'm just gonna be honest about how I felt after I done it. Like I I didn't felt right. Like sincere, honest opinion of mine, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't feel right. So I decided to just, you know, cut my tie, cut my ties off, and I could just go on about my own thing. Even
Mm-hmm.
I have done things in the past that wasn't right.
Right.
Like I'm not, like, I'm not proud of it.
Okay.
I'm like I'm working on, just being my normal self. Like do what I gotta do. That's about it.
Uh-huh.
Like whatever happened during those times. Like
Yeah.
I'm just
So
what
was that image the only the only conversation you had sexually with them, or did you have multiple?
um that was it.
That was it.
Yes,
All right.
unless there are other ones I don't know about
All right. Well, let me show you something. So, from what I hear, you have a foot fetish, right?
that I do. Yes,
So, Axie is Axel Rose, right?
yes,
And
that's
then
it.
your Need for Speed,
Yes,
and you went okay, but can you ejaculate on your dirty color socks? Is that something you should be telling I know a minor when you've been arrested for doing some bad things to other minors?
no, I know what I did wasn't right. I'll admit it wasn't right. I'm not proud of it.
Could I
Mm-hmm.
ask you a question?
Escalade.
Okay, thank you. So obviously, there's the incident with the real life child, and then the children online. Would you say you have or had an attraction to minors?
No, no, I didn't. But
Um,
I want to know why would you think of that?
because you rubbed a little boy's feet on your genitalia. You had
Okay, that
diminished.
I did. Yes, yes. I I understand I did that. But like I'm not I'm not even gonna, say everything I've done
Yeah.
in the past was right, but like, I'm just trying to, you know,
But you would admit that someone to do that to a child would have to have an attraction to a child, correct?
but I said I did not have an attraction to child.
Okay.
I may have done this. I may have done something out of my volition.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because I
Yeah, I just
wasn't
checked mirror.
like I wasn't all the way I wasn't all the way in in a state of mind.
Hmm. So,
So
did you know Mir was 13 when you and Didi were, I guess, plotting to expose a 17-year-old? How old did Didi say Mir was?
uh I don't even think Didi mentioned his name at all.
No,
Mention his age at all.
but you
It's
knew he
just
was a minor, right? Because he Didi was telling you that Mir was gonna send images to someone because they're gonna send images to someone else because that likes minors, quote unquote minors. So you should have known, right, that Mir was a minor at the time, or still is. It's sad that he's been through all that stuff. It's crazy. So I'm gonna show you something. You claimed, you say that you know you don't do these things and that Didi made you do it and stuff like that. Did you have Mir on Instagram?
back then I did.
Yeah. Did you ever send him anything that a 13-year-old shouldn't see? Well, I'll answer the question. You did. Um,
I know I yes. I I know I did, and I'm just one
uh-oh.
second.
Didi's calling you. All right, we'll take it off real quick. I don't want you trying to get it out. So, Zexyo, what do you think about all this?
um, I think there's some porkies going on.
Yeah, that's and like for me in my mind, I feel like all these images that are being sent, Didi has seen them too.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm back.
All
Um.
right.
Okay. So I'm just I just want to say this that you know I'm done with the whole past. I'm done with it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to, ever have it come to my mind.
All right.
And I'm just gonna say this to Mir. Look, man, I'm sorry for what you had to deal through back then. That wasn't your destination to be going through. And I'm sincerely sorry for what you had to go through.
Mhm.
I'm trying to set everything right. I really am. I don't want no more beefs between us. I don't.
Hmm.
And I I just want us to be able to repair what we have left in our
Yeah, I
life.
don't, I don't, yeah, I don't think he wants to be associated with you or be in the same situation anymore.
Right,
Um,
right, right. That's what I'm saying. So this the reason I'm saying this apology to him right now. He didn't deserve this. He didn't.
but but it happened. What the heck? What happened to your? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, not
What
quite
happened?
sure what just happened there.
Mm.
But you did say you don't have an attraction to minors, but you were arrested for doing something sexual to a minor.
That
If
I
you know what I mean.
that I did, Zexyo, but like I'm just saying that my personal past experience was enough to teach me a valuable lesson in life, saying that what happened in the past wasn't worth it.
Yeah. So
Don't do it again.
should we just say that you had an attraction? Can you at least admit that you had an attraction to a minors to minors?
Okay. I don't know what happened. All right. You want me to show the thing already? You asked me a question, or
I just want him to say that he did have an attraction to minors.
Okay, if I okay, in the past, if I say I did, like what's gonna happen now?
Nothing. It's just we want to know more about you, want to help you and stuff. With your past trouble.
Okay, I did. My past trouble was a big journey, but I'm not going back through past troubles ever again. I
Yeah.
can say that.
So you
So,
did have an attraction to
you,
minors.
okay, past troubles, that one incident, ye-
but question to you right now. You say because you got arrested that you weren't attracted to minors, but you kept doing it until 2022.
2015 to 2022.
You were still attracted to minors between those years because from conversations that we showed you, they were in 2022. So you were still attracted to minors because you were sending images of yourself to them. So when did your mind change to not liking minors? I guess you could say.
because, I, like, I had a, I had a vision that
God talked to you,
put
or
me, no, like, no, like, I had a vision that showed me imagery of my own self and like what really went on.
so. Oh, I was gonna click on that image, but um, man. Let me know when did you not start liking kids? I guess you could say. Like when did your mind change to what? I don't want to send images of my dingaling to minors. I like older people now. When did that happen?
That was in
Like yesterday, the day before, a couple weeks ago. When did your mind change from liking kids to not liking kids anymore? Or do you still find kids
no,
attractive?
no, I don't. And that was like what after whatever happened through the past years. Then that's when my mind offset to another direction.
Hmm. Okay, so I want to send you I'll show you an image. In my mind, I'm like, you say these things, but when we see these messages you send to underage children, it makes me think otherwise. So you claim that Dee Dee, makes you do all these things, and but these conversations, these messages make it seem like you did it yourself. Like, why would you even put like a winky face on the message to a minor, saying, I forgot to mention, could you do multiple wee wee pics with the winky face? Like that doesn't sound like someone that's being told to send images. He might have, Didi has a tendency of manipulating people, but this image seems like you did it on your own. I'm sure he maybe made you do some of them, but this one seems like you are on your own.
No, I wasn't on my own. Like, if I was on my own, it would have showed clear as day that I was on my own. But I
So that's
wasn't.
your, but is that your the image we sent you right now that we showed you? Is that your Instagram um channel? I guess you could say
Which one?
the P. I'll show you again. Hold on. The PS4 has a picture of a PS4 or PS5. I don't know what it is. I
Your
don't play games.
username used to be PSN Gamer on Instagram.
It was, but that's no longer my account.
But do you remember sending this message to a minor? What's up, Chayton?
Okay, even if you say I did send that message, I um, what was the word you said earlier? Um,
Which one? I say a lot of words.
no, like you said the one where the DDs be
Manipulating.
manipulate. Yes, really, that wasn't like I wasn't in on that.
Mm-hmm.
That was also on Didi
Okay. So every time,
no, because
go
the
ahead.
Didi had said to make it creative, to make it sound, it was him. That's what he had told me.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he had said make it creative, to make it sound like it was him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what we're trying to figure out right here is, we know Didi shared CP. We know Didi did all these things. We know Didi added you to groups where he knew there were minors, and he knew you were arrested for doing things to minors. But we also know you have done some stuff on your own, out of mainly with Axel Ghost. We
I,
know Didi is a
like
bad person, and he might have manipulated you to send your images to other people. But I guess what we're trying to say is that you're not no innocent lamb in this situation.
I may not be a I may not be an innocent lamb, but I'm definitely trying to put a forth effort in being a better person in my life.
Hmm.
Like that's what I can say.
So do you still go to therapy because you're still attracted to children? Because the only reason you've been going to therapy is because of that, because you were caught and they're trying to make you not want to like children. So are you
No,
still
no,
going
like
because?
I go to therapy for like a daily conversational with with my therapy. Like we review my medication levels, what needs to be adjusted and what don't, and I get a refill, maybe 1 hour, 2 hour session,
Hmm.
and that's it.
That's interesting. They both,
But
Zach Parrish, they both did something bad. I think Didi sharing CP to underage kids is worse. Well, fuck, it's pretty much the same as the fucking what J Bull. So that's why they're both the same type of people. J Bull sent images to minors. Didi sent images to minors. It wasn't his images, but it was images of other minors. Uh, I guess triple X rated. So they're both the same type of individual. They're both not innocent. And Jable, you too, you are bad. You maybe most likely messed up these kids' minds, and you fucked it up. All
Look,
right.
Sloppy, I don't want you to think that I'm a bad person because of my past.
Mm,
Like I said, I may have done these things. I'm not proud of it, but what can
hmm
I do? All I can do is just
Okay. So when you say the past, it's barely been what, a year and 11 months. That's not the past. It's recent. The past, I would understand your 2015 kind of stuff, right? That you went to therapy, whatever, but you kept going and doing the same stuff throughout just recently, a year and, like I said, a year and 10 months, and a year and 11 months. You didn't stop doing what you did on 2015. You kept it going until people were calling you out again. People started, telling you that you did these bad things. So throughout the 2015 to, let's say, 2024, where when you and Didi stopped talking, you were still in groups having conversations with minors, saying these type of things. Hugs them tightly, licks his uh, tip, his PP tip, and this guy is a
Huh?
minor. You know, how would you say you are a better person when from 2015 to maybe 2024 you were still doing the same stuff that you were accused of and arrested? Me personally, I would have thought you would turn yourself in again if you're doing the same stuff that you did in 2015. You're not rehabilitated. You're not a better person because you're still doing the same things you got accused of and arrested for since last year or 2 years ago. So how are we gonna think, okay, yeah, he changed his mind, he doesn't do these things, when you were arrested, you went to rehab or whatever the court ordered you got out, and you met Didi. He introduced you to kids, and those kids, you were doing the same thing you were doing to the kid that you got arrested for. So how does that make you a better person?
I'm not okay. I'm not saying it does make me a better person, but at least at least I can foresee that
Are you still in probation?
no.
How many years did they give you of probation?
They gave me
5 years, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years?
I think it was a year, and that 1 year is passed.
God damn, that court freaking left you off the hook. Fuck. Then that's why I always get mad at the court system when it comes to people, doing diddler stuff, and they only get a couple days in jail and probation. But but do you think these images that we've been sending you or showing you are things that 13-year-olds, 16-year-olds should be doing, or watching, or seeing, or being
N-
manipulated to get sent?
No,
Then why did you do it? I know Dee plays a part in it, because there's a video where Didi was talking about where Zexyo confronted him about using kids as decoys. So he has a part in it. We're not gonna put brush out Didi of any wrongdoing. He is part of it, and he is blamed to it as the same as you.
because you want to know why?
Why?
one thing that Didi didn't tell you is that during those time that I was friends with him, I was a minor myself.
How old were you in 2015?
I was
Well, how old are you now?
I'm 31.
31. So 2015. Let's do the math. 2015, 9 years. So you were 22. So you weren't a minor. You were an adult already. Quick.
Even even if I wasn't a minor, but doesn't that count as being a young adult?
No, but to the law, it doesn't. You know, you did these things when you were over the age of 18. How old was the kid that you got arrested for? Bueno.
I
I'm
believe 12
I'm
years
here.
old.
Yeah, no, not 12. That don't sound exact. I say what? No, no, no. Maybe Zexyo is right. Maybe Zexyo is right.
Hmm. And when I watched the newscast. They claim that you might have done it to more kids. Is that true?
Yeah, they suspected that he did it to thousands of children, but they had no way of proving it.
Did
But
you do it to more than one person that you didn't get caught?
okay, why would they? Okay, why would they thought it would be 1,000?
I think I went over the top there, but they do think it was like in the hundreds. To be fair, from the news articles I read.
So the question is, did you do it to more kids that you didn't get caught?
Aside from that one kid that you mentioned about, that was it.
That was it. So only one kid and not multiple around the neighborhood.
You can be honest with us. You know, we don't judge, do we, Sloppy?
Never.
No, no, yeah, no, like I mean, like honest, like aside from that one, like that was it.
Mm, interesting. Do you still live in that area where that kid's at? Yes. No. Maybe. So.
No, I do. Why?
So you still see the kid around? That's what I'm trying to ask.
N- no, I don't. I hardly ever see him out around the area, so I guess he might have went through a college campus.
Or
I don't
maybe
know.
their family. Do you see the family?
No.
So they must have. You must have traumatized the kid that bad that they left wherever the location that you live at. So how long was your friendship with Axel Ghost, and how long did it take for you to start being sexual with him? A year, 6 months, 2 days, the same day?
I wouldn't say a year. I wouldn't say 6 months or days. I'd
Mm-hmm.
say um, maybe weekly around that time of period before we we like separated ourselves for a long distance amount of time.
Hmm. Did you ever send him pictures of you ejaculating into a sock?
And
You know what ejaculating means, right? Or no?
I do.
Okay. Did you ever send socks, ankle socks to be exact, of you doing the ejaculation on them?
I mean, if you guys are serious about not judging, then
Yeah, yeah. We don't judge. We just wanna make sure that everything's transparent.
well, what? Maybe a few times.
Maybe a few times.
Hmm.
So did you kind of send him these type of images? Are you Ad Della Robbia?
That was my old name. Yes.
Yeah, in 2022, you had
Yeah.
this name. Yeah. So you would send images like this to minors with, we blurred out the explicit stuff, I guess you could say. I don't know if YouTube allows. We don't want to, test it. So there's stuff in the sock. I'm sure Zexyo, do you have the other one? I think you do. You should have.
Um,
Um,
I'll take a look.
there should be one with the red sock. So you send
Now,
these to.
okay. Now the red one was Axel Ghost.
Oh, then don't show it. Don't show it, Zexyo. So
The
you guys would send each other.
there is a red one as your wallpaper, Azarm.
Oh damn.
If should I show it?
No, no,
Mm,
you don't need to.
you don't need to. So
No.
you put your wallpaper of a minor's ejaculation.
Back then I did, but then
Wow.
look.
Did
Look. I
did
like.
My question is, did Didi tell you to put that as a wallpaper? Maybe.
No,
No.
no.
Oh, you did that on your own accord.
Yes,
Oh man. And the
but
sad part is that Didi is the one that introduced you guys, right?
yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. And now I'm gonna reiterate. Say it again. I won't say. I was gonna say a smart word, but I didn't even know how to say it. God damn, stupid, sloppy. Uh, so did he mention to them your past?
Yes, you did.
He did.
Well,
No.
yes, well, yes, you did without my consent.
Mm, okay, I'm gonna show you a different one. All right. So would you say that this is you saying, "Yeah, I really wanted to see a pic of your socks covered in stuff, but oh well. Sorry, hope you don't find me weird. Sorry for repeating the same thing over and over." So you kept asking this minor to do these things, right? And this is wasn't for Guardian of the Wolves anymore. This is for your own satisfaction. So that's why when you say you rehabilitated, that you're a better person and this and that, these kind of images tend to make me think otherwise.
Look, even if I had done that, my state of mind was no better than what the fuck was going on in Didi's state of mind.
Of course, we're not saying Didi is not at fault on all this. I feel like Didi is a lot to be at fault because he introduced you to these kids, knowing that you were arrested for. Uh,
That looks sloppy. Like I didn't want any of these to happen. I didn't even know Didi was planning all this until I found out later on that he was
No.
doing all this. Like, I didn't want to be a part of any of this. I
Okay.
regret whatever Didi had, you know.
So, Axie, which is Axel goes, you go, I mean, I prefer to wait and see you do it on your socks. But go ahead though, send it. You there? Mm-hmm. So it seems like you were very adamant about these people sending you stuff, and you knew these kids were children, minors. I mean, I just say minors. And like I said before, Didi is at fault as well because he knew you were you got arrested for doing these type of things, the sock stuff, and he still allowed you to be in groups with them where minors were there, and he didn't do anything about it. He let these kids get groomed because that's what it is, groomed, sexualized, all these things you did. Didi has a part at fault as well because he tends to say that he's protecting minors, he's doing this, he's doing that.
And he be saying that a lot. He be
Yeah,
saying
but
that a lot.
he still sent you, these kids. Pretty much, he put them in a platter for you, and
And
you did these things. And Didi claims that he protects all these people, but in reality, he didn't with you.
look, all I can say is that what Didi did was fucked up. What I did was fucked up. All I can do right now is just move on and fix it in whatever I have left in me. That's all I can do.
Mm.
Godot, I did show Sloppy those screenshots.
Did you?
Yeah, you already had them sent to you by Mia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think should happen to you with the images you sent to these minors? Like, do you think you should turn yourself in again for the stuff you have done? What's going through your mind? Because these are, you're breaking the law. You broke the law. You you did this a couple of times. With Mir and with Axel Ghost. What do you think should happen to you?
At this point, like my mind be telling me just on a serious note, my mind be telling me like not to do any of these again. Just fix what you have left. Because at this point, I ain't got much to lose.
Right. So, do you think you should call the police and be like, "Hey, I've done some crazy stuff in the past year. You should look at these images I sent to minors. What should I do, police officer? Could you come to my house and see other images I sent to minors? Would you be willing to do that?"
Probably not. But could I ask you something, Azam?
Escalate.
Thank you. Sorry if this makes you feel uncomfortable, but with the videos Mia sent you, did you touch yourself to those images and videos?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
With the videos of Mia doing stuff with himself and the images, did you touch yourself to those images and videos?
No, I didn't. Why?
Hmm.
Because from the messages I saw a few years ago, you said you were going to touch yourself over these images and videos. I mean, you can be honest. It's
Yeah, yeah. Just be transparent. We're
yeah,
the no judge zone here.
absolutely. You've already been honest. You've been a man. You've come on here to be honest. You said you're bettering yourself, and you're finding God and stuff like that. So, did you, or did you not?
Okay, like, what you mean if I put myself in those video, like it makes the image more clear to me.
So what I'm saying is when you had Mia send you inappropriate images and videos of himself, did you masturbate to those images and videos? Is what I'm trying to say.
No, no, I did not.
Because in some older screenshots, it would appear that you said you wanted to masturbate to Mia.
At one point, I did say that, but later on, I never did. I never did do it.
And just to clarify, how do you say your name? Is it Human or Human?
Uh, Hooman?
So just to clarify, you are Human Azarm, right?
Yes.
And you do confirm that you had child pornography at one point.
Pornography.
Corno,
CP.
yeah,
There.
at one point.
At one point, I did, but not anymore.
Yeah. So, and when was the last time you had these videos and images?
That was when Dee Dee was still on my friends list.
And could you give me a year?
Um, 2022.
Okay. Do you still have that same device that you had those images, videos on?
Um, no, I do not.
So you're
Why?
like so you upgraded?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just curious. Wanted to know more about the story.
But
But
I'm guessing you did do those things to the images that Axel sent you.
I, hey, I already confirmed that.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Just, making sure that we don't get a mix up of who you ejaculated to and who you didn't. They're still both minors. In my eyes, it's still against the law. You sending images and keeping images, of said minors in your possession. Like I said, I feel like you haven't changed, but that's just my opinion. I feel like you could have a relapse and see a minor in the streets and do it again if ever you are able to go on your own. Because from what I hear, you're supervised for the most part. You can't be by yourself out and about, right?
Uh, I can. Like, depends on, if we're like in the store and when I'm told to go get something, I go get it and come back to the cart. Like, that's not an issue.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you have to be around your mother or an adult when you're out and about. You can't wander off and be like, "Mom, I'll be back. I'm gonna go play with the kids basketball in the other street." You can't do that, right?
Oh no, I never done that. Like, I don't go playing games with other neighbors. Like, I'm mostly keeping to myself.
Is it because you feel like if you play with the kids outside that you might relapse?
No, it's not even because of the relapse. It's because, I just feel like just doing me only is a better solution for myself.
Right, right. Because what I'm trying to get at is that you might still have feelings towards minors, so you keep yourself distant from them due to the fact that if a kid, gives you attention, that you might go back to 2015 Human.
Right. Yeah, but I like like I said, I don't think I'm ever going back to the 2015 version of me because like I feel like I'm more like motivated to do grown adult things like cleaning houses, stuff like that. Like my motivation, like it's like more with plants, garden, pets, stuff like that.
So mainly things that you could do by yourself because let's be honest, how I see it, how you respond, how you're telling me stuff, it makes me think that you have precautions for yourself. You have precautions that if you're around children, that you might go back to 2015. That's my from the things you tell me. Oh, I like doing stuff by
That's
myself. I
correct.
gotta go with my
No,
mom.
correct.
So if you were out and about by yourself and there was kids around, does your mind still think about 2015 Human? Is there a 2015 Human inside that brain that could be like, you
No,
know what, I want to do it again
mm-mm,
because no one's watching
no,
me?
no,
But you just said,
absolutely not.
but you just said that you still, that you have precautions because you
I
feel like you
do,
could be.
eh, I do. That's because of for safety measures. I place these precautions on my own self. You know, can't ever go wrong with having extra precaution on yourself. That's the whole reason why I did it for myself.
Right,
Is
right,
to
but
is to ensure that I'm in a happier state of my own.
hmm so if you didn't have these precautions, do you think you will be back to doing 2015 Human?
Uh, possibility, yes.
So there's a snippet, there's a little bit in your mind that's you could do it again because you have these precautions, you are not doing it. But if you didn't have them, you still have would still have that mentality.
The mentality, yeah. But
Mm.
as of right now, my mentality is like very stable. So I'm I'm good with the current mentality I have. I never ever let it go up to 100. That's when I know the caution has got to kick in.
Well, what do you think, Zexyo?
So this would mean that you do still have an attraction to children, then, right?
Like okay, like when you say that, I'm saying that I don't. It's like low percentage, like maybe 2-3%.
Because
That's it.
you're saying you've given yourself safety precautions, you know, to prevent you from harming children, which would mean that you probably still have urges towards children.
And that's what I'm getting. That's why I tell them, like, precautions is for a reason, right? You're trying to prevent yourself from doing the same acts.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
right,
So you
right.
like you
That's what
said
I'm
you just said you had
right.
like a 2-3% inside your mind that could still possibly happen. That it's a little scary to still have 2 or 3% because that means there's still a chance that you could go outside and get triggered on seeing a kid, talking to you, and maybe the kid is a little autistic or something and he befriends you and shit happens again. That's what scares me when it comes to you saying that you still have 2 or 3% in your mind that could happen again.
But I but I'm just saying it right off the bat. Even those 2-3% that I have, I'm working on it. I'm working on making that go to zero. Like that's my mission goal is to ensure that I ain't got nothing from the 2015 times.
Hmm. Hold on. All right, hold on. I don't block people on my channel. The only thing you could do if you want to respond to him, you respond. If not, uh, don't respond to him, and you'll be all right. I never block anybody in my chat. So if you want to engage with them, do it. But if not, then just don't respond back. And I'm sure he's gonna get tired of you guys not responding back. So like I said, I don't block anyone on my channel, even if it's people that we dislike. All right.
What happened?
No, nothing. It's on the chat. Right. Uh,
Wow.
I've been reading it. I've been watching
Should
it.
I
And
should I just won't ban him, but just time him out for a minute or two?
man, it's been a while. Fuck it. Yeah, time them out for like I don't know the minimum. I guess 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
All right, Cola,
something like that.
time him out.
Damn, this is the first time
Yeah.
I'm timing out someone just because I guess he's been disrupting the
Uh,
chat, but he's timed out, not blocked, no nothing. Hopefully,
But Sloppy,
yes.
Zexyo, I just want to tell you this that I'm giving you my word that I'm like extremely vicious with my own self and what be going on through my head. And I'm giving you this promise of state of mind that it's not to be concerned about. When I say I'm doing everything within my power, I'm doing everything within my power.
Mm,
So you all can rest assured that
mm.
this isn't gonna be an ongoing thing. It's not.
Man, it's hard to believe you, but because the law already punished you, I guess, previously, but they haven't punished you for the most recent ones. That's what gets me a little like irked, that you got arrested for it and then you got released and then you groomed or sexualized two other minors after the fact that you knew the things you were doing are incorrect. That's the main thing. Maybe the first time you were in the not in the right space of mind, but you went to rehabilitation for these actions, and then when you got out, you did the same stuff but online, where you could easily keep it a secret and not get caught, but these kids that you, I guess, sexualized spoke out. To me, I feel like it's a recurring thing for you, and I get anger towards Didi mainly because he put you in these kids' lives. He put you.
Okay,
He could have kicked you out and be like, no, 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 you can't be around kids because I know what happened to you. But he welcomed you with open arms into children's discords, children's servers, children's DMs, and this was what happened. Kids were messed with. Mir, I'm sure he was traumatized for a little bit for sending, stuff like that, and that's what angers me, that you and Didi mess with these kids.
okay, but but like you gotta think about it though. Like if Didi did all this, then he had everything planned out according to his like whatever was going in his thought. Because there's no way I could have thought that he was gonna do all this. Like there was no prediction.
I don't know, man. I would understand the whole Guardians of the Wolf situation, right? Like he, manipulated you to do, manipulated you and Mir because, I'm sure Mir wanted to be like, oh yeah, we want to catch this predator, and Mir was all up for it, and Didi wanted to be I guess, Zexyo 2.0 back then. I guess he wanted to catch predators, which the kid was 17. Like, how are you gonna send nudes to a kid at 17? To me, like I said, Didi's an idiot. Diddy, the diddler. How where is he at? Inverto calls him Diddy.
D Diddler.
Did-
My name from is D Diddler.
the diddler.
But
Oh man. Hold on.
okay,
Go ahead.
but
Go ahead.
but like I said, man, like I gave you my promise, and I'm keeping my promise with you too. I want to keep. I want to prove to you that whatever happened, like those times, it ain't gonna happen again. All I'm asking is for a fair shot.
Yeah. Well, I think that I can't do. We there's no way for us to keep tabs on you after this conversation. I You're gonna do what you're gonna do. There's no way for us to go in your DMs and check who you talk to either. So, I guess in my mind, your word is it's a little iffy. The main reason we have you here is because we wanted the best friend of Diddy, to talk about the stuff that he has done. But from what I see, you continued the sexualizing of kids after Diddy.
It, it's because like really, and I want you to think about this is because of this continuing, it's because of Didi himself. It's because of Didi himself. Really, this is the main cause. It's because of Didi. Uh,
What do you think, Zexyo?
I don't think it's just all DD, of course, because I mean you did also, do stuff with Mia and Axel Ghost.
Yeah,
but
that's what.
and
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, but anyways, I gotta go. It's past my lunchtime, so I will catch you guys on next time. And please, like, remember, like, I'm doing all I can within my power to seek the right professional helps that I need, and I will continue to do so.
Call the police and tell them, show them the images, and then after that, then we believe you.
Mm.
After that, if the police doesn't do shit about it, then this world is a dumpster fire. But to prove to us that you are for sure rehabilitated, you sending those images and explaining to the police what happened, I think that will show that you are, really, really serious about all these things.
All right. To be honest, there is one way to prove to us that you are Bella before you go.
Mhm.
And I think doing this would make everyone just leave you alone, honestly. And that is to turn your webcam on for us, firstly, if you please could.
Um,
It makes it more
I
sincere. And if you're able to like bend over
I
and touch your toes and say, well, and spell run, you know, then obviously you are a better man.
okay. I'll send the picture because I ain't got a webcam on my PC.
No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, you can just do it now. You don't need to use the webcam. You just bend over, touch your toes, and spell run for me. 3 times. Spell it 3 times.
Ron.
No, no, spell it.
RONE. R
No,
O N E.
no, spell
Huh?
run. Run, not Ron.
Run.
Run.
Oh, run. 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 RUN.
oh my god.
I think I'm in, Daddy.
All right, like it's fucking. Uh, yeah, but for you to prove yourself is call the police, show them the images, and if the police doesn't do anything about it, then you proved yourself. That's all. That's how you could prove to me that you have changed, to take accountability of your actions after the fact that you were arrested. But I know you're not gonna do it, so that's why to me you're still gonna be a groomer, and Didi is your I guess helper, your handler when it came to these
Oh,
kind of things.
oh no, Didi is not my handler. I don't even have I don't even have him on the list. He's blocked on everything.
Well, he was your handler back then, and was for a while. He was the one making you do these things, supposedly, allegedly, that he was the one telling you to send images to minors so they could catch other predators. When the predator that they were trying to get was a 17-year-old kid. To me, that's a very idiotic thing for Didi to do, to try to expose a 17-year-old by sending images of another minor to him to quote unquote expose him. Yeah, that to me that's stupid. And yeah, Jabo, you were semi manipulated because from the images we showed after the fact that you were getting at Guardian of the Woods, you kept going and having conversations with the said minors after the fact that the exposure of the Guardians was over. So to me, you both are at fault of grooming these kids, and we're still gonna be talking so much shit about you guys because that's fucked up. But if you have to go, J-Bo, um, you gotta go. But to me, like I said, call the police, let uh, let them know exactly what's going on, and if they let you go, and then the police is fucking shit. That's all I can say. But with that,
Yeah.
Zexyo, any last words for here, Mr. J-Bo?
Um. Yeah. Jable,
Mhm.
is your favorite food predator pasta?
No,
Oh, you seem to eat a lot of it because you're a dirty little predator.
you all have a nice one.
Okay. Hope you get hit by a car, buddy.
Mm.
Oh man, man, this is what we have to deal
What
with,
a
Zexio.
dumbass. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So basically, I got him to say his. I got him to confirm he was human Azarm, right? And then
Hmm.
I got him to confirm he was in possession of child pornography, right? So I can now send that to the police, bro.
Right, right, and like I told him, go and call the police and show them the images and see what happens. But
Yeah,
he's not, because they know they are, but they're not gonna do it because of fear of going back. And it's tough, And like I said, Didi has full should be full responsible about this because he knew Hooman's past or what he did in 2015, and he still had him in servers with kids. Still would convince these kids that Hooman is a better person, that he's not the same anymore. But if you saw the screenshots we showed today, he wasn't a better person. He did not change. He was still sexualizing minors. So he
yep,
put all these kids in danger in servers.
absolutely. And you've just heard what a vile individual, you know, Human is. Everyone's heard it. The guy is on about how he's attracted to kids and shit, bro.
Yeah, there's a 3% chance that he will relapse. That's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, he's even got his own precautions.
Yeah, he has precautions. If I don't follow these precautions, I'm gonna touch kids again. To me, that's scary
Yeah, I
because
mean, the guy is a walking red flag, bro.
yeah, and that's why I asked him like, "Hey, are you able to go outside by yourself?" And he's like, "Well, I don't like going outside," and that's one of his precautions. So if he goes outside and he sees kids playing basketball in the front yard or some bullshit, I feel like if they give him attention, he might befriend these kids. He might not do it that first day, but he'd be like, "Oh, you guys could come over and play Need for Speed with me, but bring your ankle socks. Don't bring regular
Yeah.
high socks."
No, imagine if this guy went to the beach, bro, and there was like little boys running around with no shoes and socks on. Can you fucking imagine?
It would be
He would have
very,
he would have a field day.
yeah, that's scary, and it's. I know he's special ed. You can tell. You heard his voice. He's a little special ed, but
Yeah.
that's still, if he's talking to a 9-year-old, 10-year-old, he could still overpower those kids because that's what he's attracted to minors.
At the end of the
And
day, bro, he still knows right from wrong. I mean, that's why he was hesitant about answering a few questions because he knows
Yeah,
how sick it is.
yeah, yeah. And to the people in the chat, I was watching all your messages. I know I didn't respond to anybody throughout the whole conversation. In interviews, I try to just focus on the person during open chats and me talking shit. I respond to everybody on the chat, but yeah, it was a very interesting conversation. That's why I feel like they Didi and Human are both at fault equally,
Yeah,
because if Didi never brought these people, this guy into his server, these two people wouldn't have been sexualized.
I think I did a good job at keeping calm for like
Yeah, you did. I was like, motherfucker, the only
one
thing you
hours.
said is a run. I'm like, I I was expecting you to in the middle here and there see some little things, but you did
Nah,
good.
I got the guy to bend over and say, "Are you in? Are you in?"
Yeah, but yeah, it's tough to believe these type of people that they say they won't do it again. But push to shove, there's a chance. He goes joins a server with the Need for Speed server or some bullshit, and there's people there talking about Need for Speed. He likes the person that's talking about it, and then they DM, oh, I'm 14, 15. Oh, well, let's keep it a secret. The predator thing. Let's keep it a secret bullshit. I
Yeah,
feel, I could be wrong. I could, but due to his history, I feel like if any person gives him the time of day in any server and he finds out that they're 14, 15, 16, he will risk it to because he doesn't have a lot of interaction with people. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm 90% wrong sometimes. That 10% is good. Man, I guess Ninja.
well,
Luckily, the month forgave him, but when it doesn't make sense, once it's case handed to the state decides what to do, and plea deal or something made. I don't know. Yeah, Ice, where you at? Is that Zach Perez, the guy that Oh wait, he got timed out for a little bit, huh?
yeah. Total
Well, he
time
could
him
go.
out for 5 minutes.
Yeah, he could be back. We're already done with the interview, so he could be back in here and say his nonsense and shit. I don't care. It doesn't affect us. It doesn't affect anything. But I saw that the chat was getting a little riled up with that guy in there, so I did what I normally don't do, and timed out people. But how long did you time him out for?
I got Cola to do it for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, you kept them shut up for a little bit. So Zach is a guy that likes little kids too, right? That's what I'm trying to figure.
To be honest, bro, I think the guy's just a rage baiter, and
Hmm.
people
No,
like
okay.
that psychic, whatever his name is, fall for it way too
I
easy.
know. I'm not targeting anyone. I'm sorry, Sloppy. Forgiven, Zach, for your I don't know. But don't be I guess talking shit. I guess I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, interesting.
Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
Didi had these guys'
uh,
images.
Yeah. Oh, help me. Help me. You've been awesome as me. Yeah, little boy. Give me your feet.
Crazy. Oh man, but yeah, the interview was quite long, which we figured it was gonna be this long, and I didn't want to do it like behind the scenes because then people were gonna claim that we clipped um, certain conversations to make it seem like he said something else. So I was like, let me just have him in stream, and it's whatever we ask, he answers, and that's all we could do. We don't want to clip anything, make it seem like because people tend to say that we do, Zexio. People tend to say that we clip things to make it seem like it's worse. So I'm like, nah, fuck that. We want to make it look normal. without cuts.
We criminals.
We're
We
criminals.
criminals.
Yeah. But man, very so Didi has seen all those images that were sent to Guardian of the Wolves. That's what Human has confirmed, I guess. Validity, it's a little tough to believe because of the questions the questions we asked him, and he kind of lied that he didn't know this person, that he didn't know that person, and then after we showed him the images, he was like, "Oh yeah, I remember." It's like so the validity sometimes on this guy, it's uh it's not good, and Sloppy Didi is not good guy is what I'm getting from this. Yeah, exactly. Zach Parrish. You should go give him a kiss or something. Make him turn his ways around.
Yeah, boy.
But besides that, I got a 2 hours. God damn, waste 2 hours of my life. I could have been getting fat and eating burritos and tacos right now, but I'm here. Oh man, but I appreciate everybody that joined. Apologize for not. Yeah, you're late, Demon Pickles.
Demon
You're
pickles.
late. You're late. Yeah, I'm almost gonna end it like in a minute or two. Uh, just make me laugh. Yeah, psychic. Don't fall for rage bait, psychic. I see it all the time that you fall for these people saying some weird stuff and you get all riled up. Don't let it get to you. Be normal sometimes. But like I said, appreciate the people that came in, people that wrote on the comments or the chat, people in the sky. I know. I'm sure Didi was right there with his.
Period.
Send them back to the sender or some bullshit like that. Send them
Deport
back.
him in Azarm. Deport him.
Yeah. hmm Oh man, but yeah, like I said, everybody that came in, I'm sorry if you guys were late. For some reason, I put it for 11:30 p.m. when it was supposed to be 11:30 a.m. and yeah, so a lot of dumb stuff. But
You're a naughty boy.
but Zexyo, appreciate you coming in. It was always nice to have someone else here. So if I don't have questions, you could kind of help out. Appreciate
Thanks for
the
having me on, bro.
mods for timing out one person for 5 minutes. Uh, yeah, you guys can watch it, rewatch it. But appreciate Mir for the information behind the scenes. Axel Ghost for your information too. Sadly, these guys will still be roaming the internet world until they get caught.
Yep.
Hopefully Human does what I asked him and calls the police on himself. But that's wishful thinking.
Yeah, indeed. But because he did admit to having CP and stuff, I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah,
more than enough to get
yeah,
his shit checked.
I want to rewatch this and then clip the parts where he admits. We have his address. If it's the same, he said he still lives in the same place.
Yeah.
From what he says that the person moved, so that means that he's still in the same house that we have his address. So if he doesn't call himself, then we might have to take action ourselves, and hopefully the police does something. But you know how police is, Zexyo. They always give us the
Absolutely.
runaround.
Yep.
All right, then, for sure. All right, Zexio.
See ya,
I'm
bro.
gonna end this. I'll talk to you guys another time. I almost like to see Ninja streams or Rev streams or everybody streams. That's what we typically do. But all right, peace.
Peace, bro. Peace.